Alright, so episode 3 of To Be Hero X, we get the reveal of the number 10 hero, Firm Man. Once a firefighter, until one night, while fighting a fire, he defended this young girl from a crumbling, burning building, which was going to crush her and kill her. He held up this crumbling, burning wall for hours and hours, never faltering or falling. After which the news and the people caught wind of his feat, and he gained renown and was thrust into the role of the ever-standing hero, Firm Man. He was then further ascended into the role, the 10th rank superhero, by serendipitously walking outside a convenience store as a reverse flash type nemesis was running rampant through the streets. Firm Man steps out onto the curb with a slushy in hand as an unaware reverse flash type nemesis runs straight into him, eviscerated, splattered, paint on the ground, moment of impact. This is what happens when an unstoppable force meets an immovable object. We find out that the immovable object was just a little more unmovable. And with that, he further cemented his position in the superhero rankings at 10. And now we find out why this is relevant. Because Nice, who's rank 15, is gunning for that 10th rank spot. And to usurp his role, he's going to take out Firm Man's arch nemesis, Wolf Girl, who through fairy tales incepts the minds of her readers by planting seeds of evil. Nice's manager makes a statement saying that worse than violence is imagination. Imagination is the well of creation. And everything that man and mankind has created has been from that well, from the imagination. Every phone you see, chair you sit in, wheel that allows your car to roll came from the imagination. But so did every egregious, horrendous act ever performed by mankind. It came from that same imagination. And that abyss is an endless pit. I think this is a great carryover concept into the show. Furthermore, we find out that arch nemesis, are the perfect foil to heroes because there is a unidimensionality to these superheroes, which is great social commentary on how celebrities are made nowadays, like the Haktuya girl. You have a single instance of virality, after which the perception on a public global scale is unilaterally focused on that single moment. And your entire identity now becomes Haktuya, or Firm Man, ever standing, nice, perfection, embodied. And these have terrible, terrible conflicts because they aren't just superhero, they're people. And they depict these horrors, especially for Firm Man. He can never sit down. He can't go to the bathroom, pick up the bar of soap in the shower, and his bed is sitting straight up with straps as he were in an insane asylum, trying to count sheep while you're standing up, sleeping, strapped to a bed that's vertical. Insane. That's a horror show. Who would ever wish that, even on their worst enemy? So to personify and codify what it is to be a unidimensional identity through the lens of a superhero great social commentary writing there. It goes so deep. And the arch nemesis act as the foil. See, Wolf Girl, it turns out, was the little girl that he first saved. And only she understood that he's so much more than the guy who doesn't never falls. He's gentle and kind and sweet and funny and reassuring. And by crushing him as a superhero, she saves him as a person. And at the end of the episode, we get Moon in God's Eye. And while Wreck is Nice's arch nemesis, no, that's not the foil. Because Lynn is not Nice. So God's Eye is his arch nemesis. Because God's Eye sees through the fabrications. He sees through the lies to see the truth of the matter. And for Lynn, that undoes undoes everything that he is attempting to be at the moment, the new Nice. So while these arch nemesis might be the death of heroes, I think they're the salvation of the person behind the hero. Because it allows them to be the complete self who they are, not a single myopic view of their identity of a person. And in this episode, as you can see here, our hero Furman is almost literally crushed by the physical representation of the weight of his responsibilities in the statue that was made in his honor. And in that moment, Nice became the number 10 hero, which is cool because he's also standing in the Roman numeral X position. So, pretty cool. The episode overall was enthralling. We're delving so deeply into the symbolism between identity perception, public perception, personal identity, and the unintended side effects and many not positive side effects that can occur from being perceived as a unidimensional aspect of who you are from a single instance instead of the entirety of your being. I can't wait to see how Lynn or Nice deals with God's Eye capturing Moon in the next episode. They really left us hanging. Let me know what you guys thought. Thanks for listening. Peace.